Some racehorses leave their mark on the sport over years of dominance. Others flash brilliance so briefly that they almost seem mythical. But few horses have ever captured the imagination of racing fans like Lost in the Fog. His career was a meteoric rise, filled with electrifying performances, but it ended far too soon, making him a legend lost to time. But first, I've got an awesome deal for you on your next event tickets. Whether it's a concert, a sports game, or even a horse racing event, SeatGeek is the best place to buy tickets. Just use my code BTOHORSERACING at checkout to get $20 off your purchase of $50 or more. That's right, $20 off your tickets to your next big event. So, if you're planning to catch a race, a concert, or any other live event, SeatGeek has you covered with great prices and an easy-to-use app. Just head over to SeatGeek.com or download the SeatGeek app, and use BTOHORSERACING for $20 off your purchase of $50 or more. Don't miss out, and enjoy the show. Today on Chasing the Past, we remember the unforgettable story of Lost in the Fog, a sprinter who seemed unstoppable, until fate dealt him an unthinkable hand. Born in 2002, Lost in the Fog was bred in Florida by Susan Sepper. He wasn't the product of a blue-blooded pedigree. His sire, Lost Soldier, was a decent but not exceptional runner, and his dam, Cloud Break, had a modest racing record. But when Lost in the Fog stepped onto the track, none of that mattered. He was purchased by Harry Allio, a San Francisco businessman known for his old-school, no-nonsense approach to horse racing. Allio sent the colt to trainer Greg Gilchrist, and from the moment he got his hands on him, Gilchrist knew he had something special. He just had that natural speed. He wanted to run, and he wanted to do it fast. And fast he was. Right from the start, Lost in the Fog was a force of nature. In November of 2004, he debuted at Golden Gate Fields in a 6-furlong maiden race. He won by more than 7 lengths in a blazing 1:08 and change, immediately proving he was no ordinary horse. From there, his career was a whirlwind. Lost in the Fog rattled off victory after victory, traveling across the country to dominate top sprint races. He won the Swale Stakes at Gulfstream, the Bay Shore at Aqueduct, and the Riva Ridge at Belmont, each time showing dazzling early speed and an effortless ability to leave his competition in the dust. But it was his performance in the 2005 King's Bishop Stakes at Saratoga that truly cemented his place among racing's elite. Facing a field of talented sprinters, he simply ran them off their feet, drawing away in the stretch to win with ease. That victory made it clear Lost in the Fog wasn't just the best sprinter of his generation, he was something special. That fall, he entered the Breeders' Cup Sprint as the overwhelming favorite. He was 10-4-10 in his career, seemingly invincible. But on racing's biggest stage, he faltered. He finished a disappointing 7th, the first and only time he had ever lost. At the time, it was written off as just a bad day. Maybe the pressure got to him. Maybe the race set up wrong. But in hindsight, there was something much worse going on. In 2006, Lost in the Fog returned to the track, but he wasn't quite the same. After an uncharacteristic loss in the Aristides Stakes, his connections knew something wasn't right. Further tests revealed the unthinkable: he had an aggressive form of cancer, with tumors spreading throughout his body. It was a shocking and heartbreaking diagnosis. Instead of retiring to stud, instead of a long life after racing, Lost in the Fog was facing an impossible battle. His owner, Harry Allio, and trainer, Greg Gilchrist, made the difficult decision to bring him home to Golden Gate Fields, where he could live out his final days in comfort. On September 17, 2006, Lost in the Fog was euthanized at just 4 years old. It was a cruel end to what should have been a long and legendary career. But in his brief time on the track, Lost in the Fog captured the hearts of fans in a way few horses ever have. He was named the Eclipse Award Champion Sprinter of 2005, a title that recognized just how dominant he had been. His memory still lingers at Golden Gate Fields, where his ashes were spread, and his story lives on in the minds of those who saw him run. Some horses are measured by their longevity. Others, like Lost in the Fog, burn so brightly that they're unforgettable, even in their brevity. He was here for only a moment, but for those who witnessed his brilliance, he'll never be lost to time. That's it for this episode of Chasing the Past. If you enjoyed this look back at a forgotten legend, be sure to like, subscribe, and join us next time as we uncover more racing stories from history. See you then.
Now open! The Beat the Odds Horse Racing LLC store is officially open. With over 100 horse racing themed products, including shirts, hoodies, stickers, and more, you're sure to find something you love. Check it out now at www.BTOHR.com and discover your perfect match today. Don't miss out. Shop now and beat the odds.